what up? How are we doing? It's Saturday in the park. I thought it was the 4th of July. Bo-do-do-do. I am Montana Max, and with me as always is Miss Kansas City Jen, and we are getting ready. We're starting a little bit earlier today because our beloved Kansas City Chiefs are playing this afternoon.
Yay!
So it's kind of like game day smoke down, but it's not really a game day smoke down. But we are going to be smoking down some deliciousness as usual. Let's flip it over to outside and show you what the weather's like today in the Ozark Mountains. It's gloomy. It's so gloomy and a little bit chilly, but that's not going to stop us from firing up some smoke, right?
That's right.
Because where there's smoke, there's fire.
And it's warmer today.
It is. It's not bad. It's 49 degrees right now, so I can dig on that. What are we making today? Well, we're going to be making a couple different recipes. We're going to make a couple easy things. Well, we'll see how easy they are. We've never made either of these recipes before, but that's part of the fun on Saturdays is trying new things. So we're going to do a smoked apple that's going to be filled with deliciousness, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we are also going to be making chilaquiles, which we don't know if that's how you actually pronounce it or not.
But it sounds good.
It sounds good. Sounds good indeed. So we might as well hop right into it, start making some food. I guess the first thing that I need to do is let's flip it back over to outside because we got to get the smoker going here. So let's head outside real quick here. Go experience some of this lovely, gloomy weather we're having today.
Laffy's here.
Laffy's here.
Says yeehaw.
Yeehaw indeed, buddy. Yeehaw indeed. How are you doing, buddy? Did you get some sleep? How are you feeling? Firing it up. Let's go. We're going to smoke some apples today. It's going to be delicious. We were going to do open fire today, but we're getting spurts of rain on and off here, so we're just going to go with the trusty old deck oven, is what they like to call it. It's a little windy. Let's not burn down the forest.
Laffy says I'm good. I've been helping a family member to move the whole day, so my arms are dead.
Oh, come on now. Your arms are dead already? Was it an in-town move?
He said the whole day, of course.
The whole day moving. So much fun, right? When we moved here,
Yeah.
I feel your pain. I really do. Do you feel that the drums were pounding? Were you like feeling like you were like me after I drummed for 20 minutes straight?
Maybe more than that.
All right, let's pop into it here. Let's go ahead and get a couple beautiful apples on the board here. There we go. These apples are Cosmic Crisp is the name. There's like a bazillion different apple varieties out there that have been crossbred and stuff. Been lifting all the heavy things since my aunt and cousin have injured their arms. Well, you are being their arms, and that is a true Viking right there.
Wow, that is an awesome thing to do.
I hope you saved enough strength in case the Swedes come in, because you're my backup there, man. So we're going to go ahead and try this apple recipe. It's going to be like a dessert recipe, but we're going to do it first because the chilaquiles, probably not chilaquiles, are going to be a little bit quicker. My axe is always ready. I expect nothing less from our good man Laffy. All right. So these apples we are going to take outside and we are going to throw in the air.
No.
Oh yeah, we did that yesterday. But what we're going to do is we want apples that sit nice and straight up like this here. Defend those who are behind me, respect those who are beside me, and attack the Swedes in front of me. Laffy, 2022.
That's funny. Pretty good. Pretty good, I have to say.
So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to just take off the tops of these apples right here.
You should save that quote. I forget how to do. I don't know how to do that. Sarah Bear would do that for us.
Laffy knows how to do it.
Save it, Laffy.
Yeah, Laffy.
Love that.
Save it.
You funny.
And I do have, wow, we just had a whole bunch of people joining us if you are popping in and just join us, it's Saturday recipe experiment time, and we are making baked smoked apples outside on the Traeger, and we are going to be doing some chilaquiles.
Don't bruise the apples, please. No, come on.
Come on now.
They're such perfect apples.
So thanks for coming in. Kick your feet up, relax. Let's have a good day here. Let's rock and roll. Are my stream beats playing? That's how we chill. That's how we chill.
Well, I can check that for you. I'm here.
They are. We're good. Life is good. All right, let's get back to cooking. Let's get back to cooking. All right, so we're popping the top off these apples here. Nice clean cut. You don't have to take a ton off, right? Don't have to take a ton off. And then we are going to go ahead and grab a melon baller and hollow these apples out in the middle. Right, babe?
Yeah, are you going to eat the insides?
Well, yeah, we're not going to let it go to waste. So let's go ahead, get in there with the melon baller. Let's flip it over to the big screen here. There we go. Right there, melon baller. If you don't have a melon baller, just get yourself a spoon. Tortentine is out cheating. What do you mean, Laffy? He's out getting drunk, that bastard.
What?
Without you? Oh, look at that. I carved perfectly around, and there's the little stem right there.
Look at that.
Adorable. He says, yeah, I can believe it. He lives in a completely different town than you, though. Isn't he, like, miles and miles away? I'm going to get a little bowl here to keep our apple insides. That just isn't right, Laffy. It just isn't right at all. All right, so smoked apple. Shayna, how are you? Let's go. Let's go. Yes, we're going to be doing smoked apples. It's a dessert recipe that we're doing. And we're also going to be making chilaquiles.
Or it could be a sweet side dish.
Sweet side dish, whatever.
Hi, Shayna.
It's good to see you, Shayna. Thanks for dropping in and rocking and rolling with us here on a beautiful Saturday. So the first thing he has the audacity of Thunderface to do that.
I think he's having some FOMO issues. Laffy.
Don't worry, Laffy. I'm here with you, buddy. I'm here with you. All right, so we're going to just hollow out these apples with a melon baller. And you want to keep, you damn straight, Shayna, ironically, inconveniently says, I happen to have a box of fresh apples to use somehow. Well, this is a great way to do it, and it's super easy. In full disclosure, we've never made this recipe before, but that's true with a lot of recipes because it's what we do. We try things out. But I do. Queen, how are you? Happy Saturday. How was the car show? Did it get you all revved up? See what I did there? Wordplay, babe. As she shakes her head. We want to leave enough on the outside here so it doesn't fall apart because we're going to stuff these apples, okay? We're going to stuff these apples.
And also to eat it. So we can eat the whole thing.
That I can't believe I ate the whole thing. Right? There we go. Get those seeds out of there. We're keeping our apple insides in a little dish over here because waste not, want not, my friends.
Looks like we've got more people popping in.
Yep, we're just scooping the core out. We're just scooping the whole inside here. I can flip it over to the big screen for you. See, we're making a nice little cavity in there. But like I said, you want that nice edge because we're gonna be putting these on the smoker. If you don't have a smoker, no problem. There's several places where you can buy a smoker. I'm just kidding. You can you can use your oven for this recipe just fine. Not a big deal. You do this all these recipes we're doing, you know, anything we do on the smoker, you can do it in your oven as well. It just won't have that smoke flavor to it. Because essentially that's what a pellet grill is like an outdoor oven. It's convection cooking just like your oven in your house, right? Right? Right?
Yes, yes, yes. I like the little apple bowls. Aren't they cute?
Mm-hmm.
apples.
And as with most of our recipes, you know, these are all customizable too. Got cast iron, want a smoker. You know, the best place to find a smoker if you're on a budget is, oddly enough, is the Facebook Marketplace. If you look on there, you can always see people unloading smokers, and sometimes really nice ones for very reasonable prices, if not underpriced. There's a lot of people that buy smokers and stuff, even pellet smokers and things that you'll see on there, and they use them like twice, and they're like, we don't use it, blah, 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 so I'm selling it, you know. So you can find them. They're out there if you know.
And then there's people like you that like to collect smokers.
Then there is people like me that like to collect,
Upgrade, collect,
grills and smokers.
accumulate.
They all serve a different purpose. If you're just joining us, we're making beautiful smoked apples today in Chilaquiles. Thanks for coming in. Kick your feet up, relax. Throw us a follow. We got an amazing community, and we'd love for you to be part of it. We are on our quest. Jen and I were setting some stream goals this year because, you know, we're into this whole streaming game head first, of course. And I was thinking of looking at used. Yeah, well, check out the Facebook Marketplace. And if you have questions on anything, you know, feel free to, you know, hit us up in the Discord and stuff like that. I'm always down to help out anybody. My ex had a 7,000 Mac pellet grill. That was amazing. Yeah, that'll get some work done. That'll get some work done. So we're just going and we're scooping. But yeah, if you have questions or any of that stuff, that's why we're here. That's why we're here. We all learn together, right? So Jen and I were, as I hollow out this apple here, Jen and I were talking about goals, right? Goals for the new year. Or streaming resolutions, if you will. And we thought, you know, we've been on a real big upkick here lately, and we're extremely fortunate for that. And we've got so many people joining our Max Pack community, and it's been absolutely awesome. So it may be a little ballsy, but we figured to grow the Max Pack this year for followers that we could get to 2,022 followers for the year 2022. Wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be amazing to get our pack? I want smaller scale, but good quality. Well, yeah, and you know what? If you want something that's nice and easy and good quality, Traeger actually has some smaller version smokers that are great for 1 or 2 people that are really reasonably priced too. Nike 2G, how are you? Good question. Are you from KC? Well, I am Montana Max. I am Montana Max, but I love the Kansas City Chiefs. But I don't want to disappoint you, Nike 2G. Come on. Bring your funky little socks over here. Nike 2G, I am just one half of the cooking competition team known as Montana Max Barbecue. Here's the other half, the beautiful and illustrious Kansas City Jen, who is from Kansas City. Woo, Go Chiefs!
That's right. Go Chiefs.
Now I just have this. I just got this feeling like Nike 2G is gonna come in and be like, Las Vegas Raiders for life.
Right. Or Nike 2G's from St. Louis or something crazy.
There you go, Shayna. You're well on your way to Flavor Town, Population U. So yeah, so Jen is actually from KC. I'm from Montana originally. We combined forces in Minnesota, and we said, what are we doing here in Minnesota? Number 1, the Vikings suck. Number 2, it's cold as shit. So we just moved this year down to the Ozark Mountains, and we're absolutely loving it.
And we're close to KC.
And we're closer to KC, the homeland. Jen and I actually went to a game this year, which was really fun.
That was super
and ironically, stomped the Raiders. Nike 2G says, I'm from KC, Missouri, and I am not a Chiefs fan. Oh. I prefer players over a team. I like a lot of players. Oh, cool. Are you in the fantasy deal? Because we have a lot of people in our community that are like big into the fantasy sports realm as well. But that's cool. As long, you know, you like what you like. Who's your favorite players? We'll go ahead and throw a few out there. I love talking sports. Shayna says, I like the Vikings. All right, and Yeshi coming in hot here. What up, ladies and gentlemen? This is another episode of Montana Max Cook and Roll Show. And in this episode, we are cooking chilaquiles and smoked apples. Let's freaking roll!
Hey, Yeshi.
I knew it. See, Nike loves the fantasy football. Are you in a league? Do you still have a team in the mix? Our friend Kaiser, that's part of our community, got knocked out early this year. But we've got people that are into fantasy football. We love the sport. We love the game. We love the Chiefs. We love everything, and we love that you're here hanging out with us.
And Mahomes is the best.
Shayna says, I miss Warren Moon. He was why I liked the Vikings in the purple. Warren was great. Warren Moon was a classy dude. You got to be a cold son of a gun not to like Warren Moon. He was great.
I have to show him the NFL board that I put together for you. Babe, did you hear me?
Shayna says, and I was an Oiler fan before that because of the pretty blue color. Yeah, she says, guess what? Burn those calories. How many people do we got in the room? Laffy, you love doing this.
26.
26?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to get my game legs on here. 26 in the room. Let's get warmed up.
Stretch it out. Don't pull muscle.
26 it is. I get it, Laffy. Oh my God, I'm gonna be a little sore today. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There we go. How many? 50?
One for each person in the room. We go by the number in the chat.
Yeah, and Yeshi's, he goes, now I got you, butt boy. You sure did, Yeshi.
Good job, Yeshi.
Now watch it be like the other day when we did our charity stream. We had a host come in, and we jumped up from like 25 up to like 70, 80 viewers. Like It was really awesome.
Quickly.
But somebody used burn those calories just before it came in, so there's a cool down period. So everyone was like, no, we want to see the fat man jump. Oh, Shayna critiquing my form. Those arms were a little lazy at the end. I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10 on that one. Always room for improvement, right? All right, here we go. The Traeger is preheated. That is good news. I'm not sure how deep I want to go in these.
It doesn't have to be super deep.
I don't think so. I think we want a nice base there.
Yeah, you need a base for sure.
Yeah, she says that she's not critiquing. It's just merely analysis. She's giving you an analysis. Like I said, always room for improvement. No worries. That's how we get stronger together, right? Bigger, faster, stronger. Nike 2G says, I have a lot of players I like, but my top players, in no particular order, is Derrick Henry, a beast for sure. Jamar Chase, Tom Brady. Oh, Brady, come on. Mahomes all the way.
Yeah.
You knew that one was going to trigger us, Nike.
That's
Mac Jones, heck yeah. Justin Herbert. And the list is long. There's so many great players. That's what makes it fun, right?
But then you have to Nike, don't you have to watch like every game? I mean, isn't that kind of...
Not Malone, Mahomes. In the quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs, ladies and gentlemen, Post Malone. Now that would be funny.
Laffy, we forgive you. You're from Norway. It's all right. It's not football. American football.
Carl Malone, yeah. He came out of retirement from the NBA to quarterback.
Laffy's heard of Tom Brady, the GOAT.
That's right, the
Not
mailman. Speaking of classics, right? But from that era, the Warren Moon era, that's when Karl Malone, I love that era of basketball with Karl Malone and freaking Jordan, of course, Larry Bird, all that classic crew. They were so amazing. Even before that, you got Kareem and all that kind of stuff. All right, we're just scooping our apples. We're just scooping our apples. Getting that core out, getting the seeds out. Who hasn't heard of Tom Brady, says Yeshi. I don't watch American football, but I even know this great player. And Gronk. You know the biggest thing that bugs me about Gronk is all the commercials and stuff that he's in. He's a great tight end, great receiver, great in football. But he's just the worst actor ever. It's just absolutely horrible. Nike says, I don't know. I just like football. When I drove for Lyft a couple of years back, I picked up Tyreek Hill and dropped him off at his girlfriend's at the time. He was kind of rude, honestly, and didn't speak much, and I left him alone.
Oh, my gosh. That's pretty cool, though.
It is cool.
Did you snap a picture, get an autograph?
Yeah, that's not what you do.
No, but, secretly with your phone.
Yeah, she says, and that's why I got to wrestling. That is true. I remember I worked at when we lived in Minnesota, and this is before I met Jen, but I worked at a Mexican restaurant, and Brad Childress was the coach of the Vikings at the time, and he would come in to eat there maybe about once a month or whatever. And one time a server went up to him and asked him for his autograph. Said he did tip really well. Well, he must have not hated you too bad then.
Yeah, that's good. He should, as he should.
And one of the servers went and asked Brad Childress for his autograph that was serving him. Mm-hmm. Never came back.
Oh.
Never came back.
Traeger's ready.
Yep. We actually had quite a few. Coach of the Year should definitely be the Bengals coach. That guy is really good. He's turned that team around for sure. We actually had a lot of Vikings players that would come into that bar and restaurant. And the reason being is because no one else was there. It was so slow and dead at that place. So they'd come in there and drink and stuff at the bar because no one else was there. So no one would ever bother them. And a lot of them would drink Coronas with a shot of Bacardi put into it. Oh. That's a laffy drink. Childress, yeah, he was nice. He was totally fine, but he just wanted to come there with his family and eat. So after that server asked him for his autograph, he wasn't like mean to him or anything. He just never came back. So he's like, oh, I'm out. All right, almost done scooping apples here, baby girl.
That is good.
Coronas, Jackass music theme song intensifies. Hey, Nike 2G coming in with the big follow. Thank you, brother. Guess what? You've just triggered a Kansas City Jen moment. That's right. Here she comes.
I just noticed my mic is dying.
Uh-oh. Well, we got time for this,
that.
and then you can get some batteries over there. But, Nike, check it out, my man. What Jen is holding here is what we affectionately call the Montana Max Pack Big Board of Awesome. It's awesome because of our amazing community, and we're so thankful that you threw us a follow and joined it. You will see there, starting in Alaska and Hawaii, all the way across Canada, United States, Mexico, South America, across the pond, we'll go over to the UK, Spain, France, Norway in the house, Belgium, Austria, into Russia, where our man Yeshi is, Kazakhstan, Saudi Arabia, Israel, you name it. You name it. We've got a pin in India all the way down to New Zealand. We've got a flag in New Zealand. And now, Nike, you can get on the board, and we know where you're from because the next step is just telling people where you're from to help get to know each other. And Jen will be more than happy to add a pin into Kansas City, Missouri, just for you, Nike. So you have made it onto the big board of awesome. And by the way, yes, she says, Johnny Knoxville will be in the Royal Rumble match this year. Really? Really? Well, that will be an interesting deal. We'll see how long he lasts. Usually those celebrity appearances in the Rumble are quick-lived. I remember from back when I was a youngster in the Royal Rumble, Nike says, I'm a local artist from Kansas City, Missouri, and I like food and football, married for 27 years. Well, that's awesome all the way around, and we are glad you're here. If you take part in Discord and join us in the Discord, we actually have a section in there where you can actually show off your art as well. So Make sure you join in the Discord too. Says, yes, he is. He's promoting the new Jackass movie. Well, that makes sense. I remember years ago, Drew Carey was in the Royal Rumble. I can't remember what he was promoting at the time, but yeah, there you go. Join on up. Have some fun. We got our community in the Discord. That was in 2001. God, that seems like forever, 20 years ago. Kansas City Jen's got the board there showing you your very own pin in the Montana Max Pack. Big board of awesome. Thank you once again for that amazing follow, and thank you for joining us here in the Twitchiverse.
And we will be shopping for a bigger map here.
Yeah, we are.
It is getting super tight, especially in the Midwest there.
There we go. Hollowed out apples. Keep a nice edge there because we don't want them to fall apart, and we want a little body to them, but that's with just a melon baller. It's that easy. Check it out. Check it out. Yeah, she says, and I remember that because Kane at this match was crazy unstoppable machine. The other great thing about hollowed out apples is they do this.
Hey, babe. You're ridiculous.
You're ridiculous.
Well, I was just thinking, so they don't turn brown, should we do a little lemon juice for them? Or do we have one?
What, lemon?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To get them from turning brown.
Yeah, in the garage.
Okay.
There's a whole bag of lemons there. We can do that.
Nobody wants a brown apple.
No one wants a brown apple. No one wants a bad apple, right? So she's going to grab a lemon because it's like a little citrus will prevent it from turning brown from the oxidation. That's the same trick you can use as well for guacamole. If you have guacamole, right, it always turns brown the next day and it looks gross. Still tastes fine, you can eat it, but it looks absolutely disgusting, kind of like baby poop, right? Well, if you just take lime or lemon, but lime since it's, Mexican, everyone wants a good apple and a good apple cakes. But if you take a lime and squeeze it, squoze it all over your avocados and your guacamole, it will prevent it from turning brown.
Not a word. And I don't know if that'll matter anyway since we're going to be smoking it, but
It ain't gonna hurt nothing. But it is good trick if you have apples out on a charcuterie board or something like that, and you're serving it later in the day and you're prepping stuff. Just give them a little squeeze of lemon. They'll keep them nice and fresh looking. So we'll just quarter this bad boy up and give them a little squeezy, right?
apple cakes. Is that a Russian thing?
Well, I would imagine so. I'm not familiar with apple cakes.
Apple cake? Maybe like a spice cake? Apple spice cake? I don't know. Haven't had one.
All right, kids, there we go. Laffy says, hey, hey, what's going on? Hey, what do you know? Hey, who is that? Who is what? What are you talking about? Now you're confusing me.
He doesn't recognize you. What's wrong, Laffy? A guy outside our window. Is that you, Laffy?
You creeping, Laffy. We actually got to go turn the smoker up. Now that's preheated, and we're going to bake these apples. So we're going to go ahead and get this up to temperature. Laffy. You goofy. So we're going to need to kick this up to 375. And there we go. Easy, right? We'll get up to temperature while we start getting the filling for our apples together. Oh, and I need to grab a tray. That's the other thing. Don't want to forget that. So we can transport them and put them on there. So I'm just going to go ahead, get my small tray, and we're ready to rock and roll.
He says he ain't kidding. And he posted a clip. Laffy. He's messing with you.
Of course he is. There's a dude outside the window. Watch the clip. Watch the clip, babe.
I'm watching it.
Ain't kidding, he says. Jen's on it right now. All right. Let's get a bowl. Where's my small bowl? Well, this will have to do for now. We're going to get a bowl on. Yes, she says, I don't see anyone.
I don't either. You're crazy.
All right, here we go. So we're going to be using granola, a fruit and granola mix for this.
That's actually from Japan.
Yes, this is from Japan. Product of Japan, Calabi, fruit and granola. So you can use any sort of granola that you like. We're trying out new products all the time. And we've never used this. Oh. So let's see what's in this thing. Oats, rye, sugar, wheat, coconut, raisins, dried papayas, dried strawberries, pumpkin seeds, some brown rice. Yeah, she's gonna put you in the pile driver. All right, so we got our granola mix in the bowl here. Now, what do we need to combine with it, right? Jen's got all the stuff right here for me. Thank you, babe. We're gonna need some sugar. We're gonna need we got measuring spoons right out here. Everything is coming together. Shayna says, I make a good crock pot granola. Always burn it in the oven. Interesting. Nice. Nike posted in the Discord. When we get off the air today, I'll check those out. A few pieces of work that he's done lately. Recently done. Yeah, she says, I got to play some Mass Effect. They've been on the Mass Effect kick. And I make a good crockpot granola. All right. Looks like I'm caught up there. All right. How much sugar do I need here? 1/4 cup sugar. Lots of sugar. Lots of sugar. Oh my God. Yes, the sugar is like completely full. So it's hard to scoop in. You know? So I made a mess. All right, 1/4 cup sugar. In. And now I got a mess to clean up. I got it. We're fine. Everything's fine. Yeah, I'd love that recipe too. I've never made granola in a crock pot. That would be really interesting to try and check out.
Yes, Shayna, send us a Discord message with the recipe if you have it. That would be awesome. I'd love to try it.
1 tablespoon of the cinnamon. The Yeshi Stunner and Brain Buster and the Dragon Sleeper. No one will survive. You better watch out. You better watch out, Laffy. Yeshi's throwing down the gauntlet. Oh my God. I think I got it on the floor too. I can feel it. I'm stepping on it.
I'll help you out.
Thanks, babe. All right, 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Awesome. Awesome. Shayna said she will post it for us.
Yeah. That'd be great. Granola is just one of my favorites.
All right, tablespoon of cinnamon.
Yeah, I'll have to get a paper towel there. I'll get the floor.
What did you say? Game music was too loud for a bit. Don't worry, Laffy. Yeah, she's coming for you. Sorry, babe. I'm so sorry, babe.
Okay.
We're off to a running start here today.
It's okay.
Off to a running start.
Not that bad.
All right, so we got cinnamon, we got sugar. What else do we need to get in here? Okay. Flour, 1/4 cup of flour. Let's see if we can do better with the flour, shall we?
Let's try that.
Yeah, she says, I'm not coming for anyone. Don't set me up, Max. All right, 1/4 cup of flour going in. He says, I just gave a warning. That's all. All right, and then butter, okay? And then butter.
Do you have to melt it? Probably.
We can probably just work it in. Because it's going to melt when we cook it.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was soft enough.
Yeah, it will be. It's fine. All right, so we got the butter there. And we're going to go ahead and work that in. Maybe that's in the bacon. Oh, nope, I saw it. Just saw it. There we go. Thingamajigger. We have not. We have not made the chilaquiles yet. That's coming up. Chilaquiles. Until after we get the apples on, because the apples take a while to break. I'm gonna have a mild stroke today. I swear to God.
No, you're not. Slow down. You talk too fast.
I do talk too fast. The apples are gonna take a while to cook on the smoker, so we will be doing the chilaquiles after we get the apples mixture loaded and onto the smoker, and then we will start doing the chilaquiles from there.
Did you taste the granola?
No, I did not. All right, so we got the butter in there. We got flour. We got sugar. We got cinnamon. And we are going to go ahead and just mix this all up for our filling of our smoked apples.
I think I could just eat this as a little snack.
Why would you do that?
I don't know, because
No,
it's delicious.
no.
Oh.
Not everything's about you.
I was talking and then you said why.
Right here. It says mix what we got to make a slurry here. Mix water and cornstarch until smooth, and then pour around the apples. Any idea on that one, Chef Pierre?
Oh, I don't know that one. That probably doesn't mean around the outside, but
Well, you want to get some cornstarch? We'll try it, see what happens.
Is it still in here?
Should be. All right, so we got this all mixed up pretty good here. We don't want to crunch our granola too much. We're not trying to make it into a flour. We want it to have body. So that's looking pretty good. Yeah, she says, well, now I have a question. Also, by the way, I do know Buff Bagel. He used to be Buff Bagel, but he got into trouble. Yes, that's right. We have our own Buff Bagel around these parts. No worries, Yeshi. Ask away. All right, so there we go. We got our mixing all mixed up. Yeah, go for it, Yeshi. Ask away, brother. All right. You want to get a little spray for the pan?
I'm kind of reading about this here.
Yeshi says, I saw a tattoo on your arm. Are you referencing this one? This tattoo? It's not a, don't worry, it's not a real brain bender. All right, we got the cornstarch. Yes, sir. All right. So this is a tattoo I got years and years and years ago that I designed myself. I know it's a little, there we go, focus in. So because I was a professional musician and I was a bass player, these represent bass clefs right here. I know that's really dark. So, but these represent bass clefs, and then I'm a Taurus, and so these represent the bull horns for the Taurus. And that's all it means. I got 2 bass clefs and 2 bull horns combined. The immortal Jesse James is in the house.
Hello.
How are we doing, Jesse James? It's good to see you, my man. All right, let's get out a little cup. Yeah, I got that when I was like 18 or 19, so many, many moons ago, my friend. Let's go ahead and just make a slurry here and...
That is just to thicken up the topping. Caramel. what it looks like on this other one.
All right, we'll give it a go. Laffy says, so, when are you getting a tattoo of me? Who says I already haven't? On my back. This big. Well, thank you, Yeshi. I appreciate that, brother. All right, so we got to make a slurry here with cornstarch and water. So about a half cup of water and a teaspoon of cornstarch. Half teaspoon, 1 teaspoon. All right, let's make a slurry. That's what they call this when you make a thickening agent with cornstarch and water. They call it a slurry. That's what we're making. I know, it sounds appetizing, right?
Just as a thickener, though.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just thickening it up. Nike says, oh, that's why I dig your energy. I'm a Capricorn. Also, I bet you like Primus, which is my favorite band. I've seen Primus live in the Fearless Flying Frog Brigade at least 6 times. At least 6 times. Yes, I am a huge Claypool and Primus fan. Big time. Big time, big time, big time. Shayna says, my sourdough bread isn't rising. Should I yell at it or play rock music? I would do both. I would do both.
You can put it in a oven at a really low temperature.
The lowest temperature that your oven will go to. Mm-hmm. Usually that's about 160 degrees.
Yeah, and you can even leave the door open, like cracked open like that, and it will help it rise. Or put it in the sunny window.
Nike missed what I was saying because he got an ad. It says if you're talking about the shows. Yeah, so I've seen Primus, Fearless Flying Frog Brigade, side products and stuff. I've seen Claypool perform at least 6 times. I think it's more like 8 times. But absolutely huge Primus Claypool fan for sure. All right, so we got a nice little slurry made up there with cornstarch and just some water. And we pour that around the apples. That's going to help the melting sugars and things when we pile these up and fill these in. I'm kind of wondering with the amount of filling here, if I shouldn't have gone a little deeper.
Oh, well, you still can.
Well, yeah, it's not too late.
Yeah, just do it. Do it.
It's in my new house's oven and proof. Yeah, I'm going to get down here a little bit deeper for these with the amount of... It's a new recipe. We didn't know how it's going to go, so...
We do have a third apple if we need to core another one, you know.
Nike says, man, I'm so happy I tuned in. You was on my feed, and I'm like, this guy seems cool. Well, we're glad you came and hung out with us.
Yeah, thanks for popping in.
I tell you, today's kind of a chill show. Sometimes it gets a little crazy around these parts, so it can be kind of like a Primus show at times.
Yes.
And Jen and I haven't forgot. We've been talking. We're going to get the Montana Max concert lined up here soon for everybody, so stay tuned for an announcement on that in our Discord. Yeah, that's a little better. It's a little better.
And I'm going to have that big canvas picture of you in the background during the show so everybody can see your beautiful long musician.
Back when I had my long hair. Nike says, I like both, but sometimes a chill one is needed. And also, I love barbecue. Well, you're going to fit in just fine around these parts. There is no question about that, my man.
Yeah, as soon as the weather warms up, Max is going to start cooking over the fire pit outside. So live fire cooking, that'll be really fun.
Live fire. Yeah, we don't just cook on a pellet grill either. We do all sorts of cooking. That is a lot better. There we go. All right, let's fill these bad boys up here. Shall we? I think I'm just going to get my paws in here and do it up. So,
new viewers popping in here.
That's great.
Yeah.
Barbecue, tacos, Asian foods. I'm just a large guy who likes food. Hey, Preaching to the choir there, my man. And we do it all. We do all sorts of different food, not just barbecue. We like to have fun. We like to try new things. If you're just joining us, welcome in. We are making smoked apples here. These are filled with a granola fruit mix from Japan. We're trying that out for the first time. And we are have cinnamon. We've got sugar. We've got a little flour. And we're stuffing these apples up. Stuffing them full.
So does the topping that you're going to make go on after you smoke them on the apples?
What are you talking about?
The drizzle,
That's supposed to be made from the drippings
gotcha.
of these, I believe. So we'll see how it turns out. I mean, so far so good, right? But I think, yeah, when the sugar and everything starts melting in with the slurry that's around it, that's actually going to make the caramel topping,
Gotcha. Okay.
I believe. Speaking of I believe, just for Yeshi, I believe I can fly. I believe Yeshi can touch the sky. He dreams about it every night and day. Yeshi spread his wings and fly away. Shayna says there's a drizzle. You didn't speak of this drizzle. Oh, there's always, Shayna, I know you're newer to the mix, but if you haven't learned by now, there's always a drizzle. There's always going to be a drizzle. All right. We'll flip that over to the big screen so you can kind of see what we're looking at here. Yeah, she says, so about Primus and music in general, I never listened to Primus way enough to get attraction to it. The last thing I listened to, not the latest one, the last one, was a Sabaton song about Christmas truce during the World War, which is called Christmas Truce. Well, that seems to be an appropriate title. Shayna is rocking. There we go, kids. Check it out. We've got our apples on the board there, topped with all that filling. Shayna says, I had no idea. Sold. All right, so we got our apples. Now we need to go ahead and this is going to melt and caramelize and overflow. And that's why we're going to pour this slurry around the apples here. It'll help thicken it up. It'll also make sure the sugar doesn't burn. I'm starting to realize what's going on.
Yeah.
The more I get into it. Because if that sugar hits that plate
Yeah.
all on its own, it's going to burn. It's going to burn. It's going to burn. And you need a fair amount of it here because it'll also evaporate at that heat. So there we go. All right, sweet girl.
Are we ready?
Sweet girl. Butter, 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 butter makes everything better. Yes, but I'm going to need you to get the door.
Yes. And you did
Because I should have probably done that outside.
You did put the butter in it.
Yeah.
Shayna would be worried if there's no butter, so would I. All right.
Oh, yeah, there's butter.
All right. I got the door for you.
I believe I can walk.
Oh, careful. You want me to carry that?
No, I definitely don't want you to carry it.
You're okay.
I've seen you carry liquid.
Oh, I spill way less than you.
It's frightening.
I spill way less than you.
It is frightening.
Don't trip.
There we go, everybody. Check it out. It's apple-tastic. Once again, we're up to 375 on the smoker. Right in the center. There we go. And now we let these guys buck. Oh, here comes a floof. What are you doing, floof?
Nike says gorgeous scenery in southern Mo. We're actually in northwest Arkansas.
Yeah, we are in
over the
Arkansas. We are close though. We are close to the border, but we are in the Ozark Mountains. Yeah, and we
on
are
the Arkansas side.
right now because of the trees, and I know you can't see over yonder, as we say in Montana, but the trees have lost their leaves except for the pine, of course. But you can see the beautiful mountain line. We're actually on the top of a ridge, which is super nice. So we got good elevation here, beautiful scenery, and a big floofy dog. That's right. What are you doing? There ain't no bacon in there. There ain't no bacon in there. What do you think you're doing? There ain't no bacon in there. All right.
Shayna says, I spill less than my man, but we're both bad. I tend to use a lidded cup.
I believe the name of that, Shayna, is a sippy cup.
Oh, yeah, she was singing, too. I believe I can eat. You're going to have to read all this. Nike had a comment for you about the music, too.
Awesome. Gorgeous nonetheless. I love it. Beautiful chow. Yeah, it is a chow chow. That's our little chow chow Luna. She was a rescue.
Yeah.
She's got an interesting backstory. Luna was actually seized by the police in a raid on a crack house. They had 3 chows, and we adopted her. But yeah, she's the sweetest thing ever. She's an absolute doll.
I think you missed a couple comments there.
We're good. We're all caught up. Thank you, everyone, for joining us here. We are just got our apples in. Oh, she is so cute. My wife said it too. We've got 2 puppies. They're both rescues.
Cammie, do you want to be on camera? It's like, not yet.
Yeah,
Not
we've
yet.
got a cocker chow mix as well. I'll pick her up. I'll get her. Hold tight. I'm grabbing the other dog. She's our old girl, but she is adorable.
He's not
She's-
expecting you. Look at it. Oh, there he is.
Oh, there we go. 16 years old, still a frickin' trooper.
Oh, we got to switch.
Oh, I
the
haven't
camera.
switched the camera.
Oh, no.
I got it. There we go. There we go.
Oh, sweetie.
No squirmy. Look at that face. Look at that face.
Love Cammie. They're both so sweet. Look at the pups. She's 16 years old.
Can you believe it?
She's just a cuddle.
All right, Squirmy.
Okay.
All right, Squirmy. You can get down. Yes, we got the floofies. Yeshua says, hello, sweetie. I'm a dog person, have a 16-year-old little one, lost her sister last year. That's always the hardest thing. We had, yeah, let's switch the cam, shall we? We had another fur family member of ours that we lost this year as well. His name was Dio. He was a Maine Coon cat that passed away unexpectedly. That was a hard one for us, but also a rescue. We love all animals so much. So yeah, that's never gets easy. You never forget all that stuff. I feel you big time on that for sure. All right. Nike says anywhere southern Missouri into Arkansas is so gorgeous. Isn't it? Isn't it the best? We love it. We love it. We're so happy that we moved to this area. All right. Now, let's get into our chilaquiles here. All right. Chilaquile. We are going to be making our own tortilla chip deal for this dish. So we're going to need to use a little frying oil in the pan back here. We can flip that over in the corner. If you just join us, I'm on the wrong screen. I am just having a day here. Thanks for bearing with me. There we go. There's our pan that we're going to go ahead and put about an inch or so of frying oil in there. But we need some ingredients as well, and I think this is a perfect time because I've been drinking coffee and I need a little respite. So I think it's time to send, speaking of Kansas City, you ready, babe?
Yeah, I just noticed. Yeah, she's got to go. Oh.
No worries, Yeshi says, we will miss you. You know, balance the booze. Let's go ahead and balance the booze for our good friend Yeshi here. Yeshi, it's always an honor and privilege when you stop by and spend some time with us, our Russian friend. We love our international community.
Yes,
One
we
world, united by food and flavor right here. Balance the booze. If you stop back and we're still here, you know where to find us.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nike has never seen this before, and if you are just watching the show and joining us now, this is always a fun part. Some people call it the best part of the show. Not so fast, Jessie. At least you got me hydrated. Let's flip it over here and take a trip. Whoa, it's so bright with
too
those
bright.
grow lights.
Sorry about that. I get the turn.
Nike, get ready.
How's
This
that?
is welcome to Montana Max Farms.
How's that? Can you
Great.
see it? Does it look good? Okay. This is our hydroponic garden. Hopefully I got my mic still. Yep, we got my mic on. Look at me, doing good, babe.
You're nailing it.
This is our hydroponic garden. If you haven't seen it, this is where we grow about 30 different plants. And oh, bye, Yashi, disappearing into the shadows. Yeah, we decided to try hydroponic gardening because we are not green thumb gardeners. And also we decided to do this before we moved down to Arkansas when we were in Minnesota. And it just, gets kind of like depressing in the winter because it's so cold and there's no plants, and I love the spring. So we decided we were going to try an indoor garden, and this one is super easy, which is really nice. It's like this cool plug and play kind of thing. These are all these little pods. See that? And I'll just show you this one. This is Zatar. This is a type of leafy green. This is a newer one we just planted. You harvest them, and then they keep growing. Then eventually you have to plant new ones. So, and we start the new ones in the little nursery. And we've got, let's see, we've got a sprout. Well, I could take this off. This is the nursery. This is how we start them. And some of them take longer than others. We've got rosemary that's got a little sprout there, so we'll be soon it can go in. We've got sweet peppers, we've got bok choy, lavender, some gooseberries that we are starting in here, and then we move them up here and to our garden, and it's fun because we get to grow our own stuff. We don't have to go to the grocery store to get a lot of this stuff now.
Shayna says I got a mini 3-plant one for Xmas she's got to set up for growing fresh herbs.
You'll love that. Yeah, they have some really nice tabletop ones now, like the Aero Garden brand and stuff. This is Garden is the brand we have, but Gardyn, and we love it. But it's a larger piece that can grow a lot of stuff, so that's why we got it. But we got dill. This is parsley that's starting here. These are mini strawberries. This is a type of lettuce, a flashy lettuce. We have mini eggplants, some more strawberries. This is celery. We've got Swiss chard. Look at that little guy. He's really starting to take off. Swiss chard. We've got purple basil. We've got more, some romaine lettuce.
Shayna got an Aero Garden, which we gifted some Aero Gardens to family members this year to get them on the plant growing kick. Shayna, you're in for a treat.
Yeah,
growing stuff like this.
Cherry tomatoes, some mini peppers. You can do all kinds of salads and herbs and stuff in there. We've got lemongrass. We've got all kinds of stuff here. So it's exciting. It's fun. And these grow lights are really bright.
Frankie Ann is here. Montana, how you feeling? She says, thanks again. Have you got it set up yet? Probably not yet since you've been under the weather.
Good to see you, Frankie Ann.
We want pictures, Frankie Ann. Put water at the bottom and it feeds the shelves. That's how yours work? Yeah, I'll scroll. Jesus.
What's that?
Down at the bottom, there is a big reservoir down there. It holds 6 gallons. Mm-hmm. And then it goes up the tubes and it filters down the 3 tubes to water all the plants evenly.
And we've got a camera here and a camera up here, and it takes pictures of the plants. And each of the plant, you probably notice, has like dots on it.
Irish King coming in. How we doing, Irish King? Look, the clovers are flowing. It's good to see you, Irish King. Happy Saturday. Top of the evening to you, my friend. Top of the evening. Irish King, it's a life goal of mine to have a whiskey with you. An Irish whiskey, of course.
So the cameras actually will recognize which plant is which by the code, by the dots. And then it actually will tell us in the app. We get notifications and stuff, like if it needs more water, if we need to add plant food. And then it automatically adjusts the light levels and the watering schedule according to what it needs, which is
very little maintenance, Shayna. Very little maintenance.
Smart.
Filling up water.
Smart.
We actually use Aero Garden plant food in our garden. And so you add water, add plant food. The only other maintenance that is required from time to time is you got to pull the pods up a little bit and trim the roots back so they don't, go crazy, because they grow fast. It does. And when you touch these herbs and stuff, it stays on
Cilantro.
your fingers. It's absolutely amazing.
How much cilantro do you want me to get?
Just enough for sprinkling for garnish.
Okay, I'll just get one more then.
But yeah, it's super
been
easy
using
to
a lot
do.
of cilantro
Jen and
lately.
I are not green thumbs by any stretch
Yeah,
of the
I can-
imagination.
Do you want chives? Did you say you want chives too?
Yeah, we can do some chives too.
Get some chives. You try to harvest from the outside in. That helps them grow the best. If you don't want to like take the centers out. You want to take the outside out, and then it just keeps growing and getting bigger.
So
There it is.
Shayna, when we first got this, we had it set up, and you would never want to set it up in your bedroom because the grow lights are so
Oh my
bright.
gosh,
But I
it's
remember when
really
we first
bright.
got it, we've adjusted to it, and it's far away from our bedroom now.
Yeah.
But Jen came out in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
and she was wearing a robe and giant sunglasses. I was like, when did I become married to Jim Morrison, the Lizard King here?
Well, yeah, you just don't want it right outside your bedroom door, or for sure not in your bedroom. But
Because those lights are bright.
but I think it's less. It doesn't seem as bright once the plants get bigger. It's like when it's empty, or you just have at the very beginning, right when you start, and you just have little bitty sprouts. It seems very bright because there's not enough to absorb the light or something. I don't know. But now it doesn't bother me at all. So, all right, I'm bringing him over.
Nike says, I love the Lizard King. All right, and here she is. We've got some beautiful. We'll quick it over to the cutting board there. I saw you mention that enameled cast iron. We love using our enameled cast iron. It works so good. Heat's so cool. But yeah, there we go. We got some fresh chives there that we'll be using for garnish here a little bit later. So I'll just move those up. And then, of course, amazing fresh cilantro.
It smells good.
The lights run when they run most of the day. It has an automatic lighting schedule and it adjusts automatically for you. But it runs for basically 20 hours out of the day at different brightnesses.
Yeah, and I think, it changes the light level. So it's not always full on. It can be, just depending, like I said, on what the system determines that it needs from the pictures it takes.
It does look like an alien ship from the outside.
I know. It probably does. If you've got windows right by it, which you do.
Nike says the cool thing is cilantro tastes great to him. He doesn't have the soap gene. Yeah, where cilantro tastes like soap to some people.
Yeah, we love cilantro.
Yeah,
We don't have
big
that
fans
issue.
of the cilantro. All right, so back here with our enameled cast iron. And a lot of the stuff we use, if you click, there's a link in our About section. It says Montana Max's Kitchen. If you have questions and stuff, there's links on there to stuff that we're using for different cooking stuff. We try to add to it as much as possible. But we need to get some heat on, so we're going to get that pan heated up back there and get that rocking and rolling. Nike says, I love spring rolls, and it's a huge part of it. Yeah, we are big fans of fresh spring rolls, too. We did a whole episode where we made
did.
spring rolls. That was
Yeah.
super awesome.
The cilantro always goes to seed. You got to harvest it more often.
Got to harvest. Yeah, and most of those plants will, as long as you stay up with using them, it'll prevent them from bolting. And what bolting is, it basically means the plant's done with its growing phase. And it'll grow, it looks kind of like a funky space flower out of it, but the plant will actually turn very bitter to the taste. And that means it's done producing the stuff.
It means it's time for it to go.
Yeah, semi-local indeed. We're in the same hood. All right, so we got some corn tortillas here. We've got some beautiful corn tortillas. I'll flip this over. No one wants to watch a pot heat up, right? We've got some corn tortillas here. So we are going to go ahead and take a handful of these. This is fairly dry, so that'll be good. And I'll get a stack of them here. And we're going to cut these into quarters. Yeah, absolutely. And you can definitely do that. You can dry them too. Jen actually has a pan over there on the table, if you want to show it, babe. Okay. Where we grew. I told you I'm having a day where we grew fresh chamomile, and Jen has harvested the buds. We actually made a lemon chamomile. I cannot talk. We made lemon chamomile bars, and now we are drying our chamomile. It went out of rotation, right over the tortillas. There you go. Right there. Look at all those little chamomile buds that we harvested. We're air drying those out so we can make our own chamomile tea with them.
And it's awesome. You can dry them in the oven. You can dry them just by setting them on the counter. And look, they just like fall apart like that. Isn't that awesome? And they smell, chamomile just has a beautiful smell. I think it smells like apples to me.
Yes, it does.
Like
it very much
really
has that
nice.
apple. Yeah, I can smell it right now as you're breaking them up.
It smells so good. Yeah, it is. Yeah, and then you can make your own tea. Like, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You can make lots of stuff with chamomile, actually, because you can eat the petals.
Petals and the bud, yep.
Yeah, and the bud.
Oh, my Lanta, yes. All right, so we've got our corn tortillas here. I'm just going to take my knife, and we are going to cut these into quarters. We've been collecting goodies for a while. We love trying new things. We love trying new foods, and all that kind of good stuff. You know, it's a process of just slowly growing our collection of toys and goodies. But you know, I don't know, Shayna, if you've actually heard, and I know Nike hasn't because he just joined us today. But I don't know if you guys have heard like our backstory of how we got to this point. I don't know if you have or not. I feel like I say it, and a lot of people that have been with us for a while have obviously heard it, but I always forget, you know, new people don't know the whole deal. I should actually write it up as put it on the website too, because it's kind of, not to say I'm inspiring, but the story is kind of inspiring because it's cool. All right.
Oh, I was going to say, Shayna, if you start your arrow garden and want to share pictures on our Discord, definitely do that, because I'd love to see what you are growing too. And that's always fun. And we don't have an arrow garden. It's something we could always add to our collection, a little countertop one, just because it's, you know, different and fun, and I'd like to learn how those work too.
All right, we're gonna need a plate here with some paper towel to put we're using corn tortillas, by the way, not flour for this, corn tortillas. It says, nope, I haven't heard this story. I barely learned where you were today. Oh. Touche.
Well,
so,
you can tell the story then, huh?
Well, while we're waiting for the oil to heat up here, let me regale you with the story of how we got into this cooking world and why we do what we do now. Awesome. Shayna says, will do. We'll post some pictures. Loves the sharing. So back before I met Jen, I was a professional musician for many, many, many years, right? And being a professional musician, I was also a professional a lot of other things like bartender and server and stuff like that. But I ate like trash. I ate fast food all the time and all that kind of stuff. And
you never cooked at all.
Never cooked. I would do hamburger helper once in a blue moon. But that's about as extensive as, well, it's the truth, you know. It's about as extensive as it got. Then I met Jen, and Jen was like, oh my God, you have to eat food. Like, this isn't food. Eating 3 McChickens every day. And I hated eating. The reason I hated eating because it was boring. It was fucking boring. Because I was eating the same shit day after day. It was just to keep me going. That's the only purpose of it. There was no enjoyment to it, right? And I had heartburn and all kinds of other horrible health issues because of it at a younger age than anybody should. So Jen and I met, and Jen started introducing me into the wonderful world of vegetables, right?
Which
and
was fun.
It was a shock to my system. I had for probably 3 to 6 months horrendous gas, like off the charts, because my body was not used to processing things like lettuce and broccoli and, you know, peas and stuff. Like my whole system was turned upside down.
Drastically.
So anyways.
And I was cooking for you at that point.
Yeah, and she was cooking everything, right? Yes.
That's me.
That's
Peace
it.
That's me.
Nike says, I love almost every veggie. Not a fan of bitter melon, though. I'm with you on that. Melon should be sweet, not bitter for me. I'm with you on that. So anyways, one day out of the blue, I bought a smoker, like a propane smoker on clearance at like a Farm and Fleet's store. And it was super cheap. And I was like, yeah, let's try it. Let's try making some ribs and stuff, right? And I started getting into barbecue. I actually lit that smoker on fire and destroyed it.
Yes.
I had no clue what I was doing, but I really fell in love with the process of it, right? And so we got going, and Jesse James says, I hate veggies. Max, try to change my mind. No, you good, Shayna. So anyways, I got a charcoal smoker, and I kept getting into it. And Jen was like, your barbecue's really good. Your barbecue's really, really good. And we found a competition, and we got into competing, and that slowly progressed, right? And then all of a sudden, before you know it, we've got giant smokers, and we went fucking head first, and we started winning some things, and I was like, maybe I have a knack for this. And that really sparked my deal with cooking. And so now we don't just do barbecue, we do all sorts of stuff, because I've really fallen in love with the whole art of cooking, the science, the creativity, and now we compete in all sorts of different food stuff and do this show and everything, because our mission is a couple-fold, is to teach people that making your own food doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be scary, it doesn't have to be boring, it can be entertaining, it can be fun, and it can help you live a better life through doing it, through eating just real food. And I'm not like, you need to eat all this or all that or all whatever. Just eating more natural foods, not fast foods, and learning how to do it and learning how not difficult it is to actually make it enjoyable can really have such a positive impact on your life. And so that's kind of where we are today with it. Long story long, if you will. All right.
Bagel.
So, Buff Bagel in the house.
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll. All right, our temp's coming up here. We need to get up to about 350 degrees here. We're at 220, so we're coming up. How are you, Bagel? It's good to see you. Food does have so many possibilities, and it's opened so many wonderful doors for us as well. We've met so many wonderful people, including all you folks here. In the competition world and all kinds of things. Buff Bagel says, I may have made another mistake. Bagel, did you try to do stuff with your Steam controller last night again?
Oh, no. I thought he was actually getting kind of good at that.
Well, thanks for listening, Shayna.
Yeah, thanks, Shayna.
All right, we need to prep up a few things here. Actually, let's go out real quick and see how our apples are actually faring out here. I should keep an eye on these because this is the first time we've ever made this recipe. So let's go take a little peek here. Luna Bear's out here chilling. What are you doing there, Floof? You coming to check on the apples with me? All right. They're coming along. They're coming along. I don't have a glove out here, so I can't grab them, but...
Would you like this right here?
Oh!
It's right here. Yeah.
Thank you, babe.
Oh, Buff Bagel's explaining what happened.
What happened? Read it to me, babe.
Buff Bagel says, I got in a fight with a mime, and they beat me up. It did unspeakable things to me. You're ridiculous. That's a dad joke, Buff Bagel.
All right, so our inside is melted and caramelized. The apples are still firm to the touch here. We got some melting going on with the slurry that we've got, so I think these are coming along nicely. They do.
Yeah.
No bacon, Floof. You could add bacon to those, though. That'd probably be actually really good. Get
They
the
look
salty
good?
sweet. They are. They're coming along.
Okay, good.
They're coming along. You coming in with us, Floof? Let's go. And this time I'm actually going to remember to switch the camera back as well. You want to go outside? Go ahead, Cammie.
There she goes.
They're loving it out there today. All right, kids, so the apples are coming along. The apples are coming along. We're waiting for our oil to get up to temperature so we can make our chilaquiles here. We do need to make up some broth. And we are going to go ahead and just get a couple things prepped here so everything's ready to assemble for our chilaquiles, all right? So we're going to do some tomato here, so let's go ahead and dice up a tomato real quick. Buff Bagel just celebrated a year of hanging out with us here. How cool is that?
That's super cool. Because he's the bagel. He's the stuff.
Oh my God.
Did I get it wrong?
Here we go. Buff, did you hear that?
No.
He's the bagel. He's the stuff. Kansas City Jen giving you your intro. All right, so we're getting our tomatoes ready to go here. Get a nice dice on our tomatoes. Says it's okay, I completely blocked it out.
Oh, boo! Bagel.
He's the bagel. He likes stuff and things. All right, so we're getting our tomatoes ready to go. Got to have some fresh tomatoes for for our chilaquiles. Really? Nike, you and Buff go back a few years. That's cool. Reunited and it feels so good. Reunited, well, we make some food. All right, let's check our oil temperature here. We don't want, there's very little oil in here, about probably a ½ inch or so. We don't want it to get over 400 degrees, otherwise it will just burn these, all right? And we definitely don't want that. The other thing, you're using a temperature probe, make sure to keep the needle of your probe, here I can flip this over. Keep the needle of your probe off the bottom of your pan. It needs to be in the liquid. We don't want it in the bottom of the pan though, because the bottom of the enameled cast iron will read a much higher temperature than the actual oil will. We just want to temp the oil. We do not want to temp the bottom of the pan. Pro tip. All right, so we got that going. Let's go ahead and get our bouillon. He did. Brand new to the mix. And we need to add, right here, I got to remember, we're using Better Than Bouillon, right? 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of our Better Than Bouillon. So we can make up our own broth here real quick. We need broth, and then we're going to use a fire roasted salsa. So we got a teaspoon of that. Go. Get off the spoon. Teaspoon of that. And then we are going to go ahead. Right? Small world, right, Bagel? And then we're going to get some nice hot water here for our broth just to dissolve that base, the Better Than Bouillon base. They have chicken and beef. Both are fantastic. It was a grim day for the bagel. A grim day indeed. All right. Get some nice hot water here for a cup. 1 teaspoon to 1 cup. Nice and hot, nice and hot. And we'll get a little fork here and we will dissolve that and have our chicken broth ready to go. Chilaquiles is so fire. Yeah, so easy to do too, right? Pretty simple, pretty simple. There we go. Now we're just gonna go ahead, get that base. Yeah, and we are going to do the egg. We are going to do the egg.
How many eggs?
Probably a dozen.
What?
I'm kidding. All right, babe. You want to come help me out here?
Yeah, what do you need? You want me to do the avocado?
Buff Bagel says, how big is your fridge, Max? Do you know the dimensions? I do not. I do not. Shayna, no worries. No worries. You know where to find us. Thank you for spending time with us today, dear. It's always awesome having you around. And make sure we're going to hold you to pictures of your arrow garden.
Oh, yeah, I definitely want to see that.
You already knew what I was going to ask for, didn't you? Yes, I hate cutting avocados. I don't know the dimensions of our fridge. We have, it's not a super big fridge though. It's not like fucking Narnia in there, Bagel, where you can open the door and go to another place.
May have sent something too big. What did you send?
May. So look forward to that. It's not as tall as Max. Max has to duck to get in the fridge. Yeah, that's true. See? So I am frightened what Bagel may have posted to us. All right.
Well, I don't know that.
Who's ready for a little Kansas City Jen time? I know I am. Because she's the Kansas. She's the Jen. She does stuff. Look, Buff Bagel, I'm getting even for you. And she's going to cut an avocado because it's just enough.
That's dumb.
KC got my biltong. After the show,
What?
we're getting in a car and we're going to Texas.
Why are we going to Texas?
Because we're going to get our package from Kitchen Confidence.
Oh, no, you can't do that. He's all the way in Houston, I think. We're not going to Houston. Dallas, maybe, but I don't want to go to Houston.
All right, Jen. Talk to him about avocados. I'll be right back.
What? Buff
What?
sends great things. Trust me, you're going to be shocked. Well, he has sent us a package before, and it was pretty freaking amazing.
Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah.
We did a whole UK special.
Yeah.
Thanks to
Fact.
Buff.
One of our favorite things out of that box.
Yeah,
You know,
we
besides
use
the
it.
Marmite, which was definitely my favorite. No. We love this tea towel. Isn't that the coolest? It's awesome.
It is
I have to
awesome.
say. Super awesome. We're going to go there, you know.
Yes.
We're going to visit you.
And we are going to come cook for the bagel.
That would be cool.
I'm going to make him a full Montana breakfast. It's my variation on an English breakfast.
Oh, yeah? What's
Yeah.
your variation?
I'm not going to tell you. Because you'll tell Bagel and then you'll ruin the surprise. Because one thing about Kansas City Jen, besides being adorable and tiny, is she can't keep a secret to save her life. No, you can't. You're the worst
You
at
just
it.
always guess my secrets. That's the problem. If you would just stop
North
guessing.
Wales. Not South.
Right.
All right, babe. Talk
North
about
Wales is
avocados.
better than Northland.
I left a lemon wedge there for the citrus.
What? Oh. Okay, thank you. So that the avocado doesn't turn brown. I am going to, he hates cutting these. I actually can't even see the line that I just cut. Oh, there, now I can. Okay, so I split it. I accidentally went through. Well, there we go. I love avocados. You guys like avocados? Love avocados. I did not mean to slice it like this, but this will give me a good excuse to taste it. We can hike up Snowdonia and cook each other food. You know what I don't get, Jen? I don't know. Are you going to ask me a weird question about Max while he's not here? What? What is it, Buff? These are good. Real good. It's a new fad of putting liquid in avocado halves and drinking it. I've not even heard of that. There's a new fad of putting liquid in avocado halves and drinking it.
What?
Yeah, avocados are the best. But I like to cut them
Like avocado shots?
No, I don't think that's what I mean. Probably a health thing. What? Just there's not even. What do you scoop out the middle? Like that's all good stuff.
I'm confused. I'm going to have to look that up.
I don't know, but here we go. Getting the avocado pieces out. I like slicing them like this so that they come out already sliced. See? So nice. This one's perfect. I
That
don't know
is
that
true,
that other
Nike.
one is going to be perfect.
Frankie Ann says, pour some tequila in there.
People think they're a veggie. They're actually a fruit.
Because they have a seed.
Yeah, that would make sense. And sometimes it's hard to get these out, especially if they're not super ripe, which, yeah, this is going to be a hard one to get out. So I'm going to cut around it. Otherwise, it's going to fly across the room. There we go.
And our oil is
little
almost
seed
at
out.
temp.
I like them with pine nuts in a salad. Avocados are good in a lot of ways. Love guacamole. I like avocado on English muffins. Yum. How do you like to eat your avocados?
You can grow them, by the way. Put some toothpicks in it, sit it on top of a jar with water, and watch what happens. You can grow your own tree.
Really? I wonder if an avocado tree would grow here in our climate.
I don't know. The hardest thing would be digging a hole to plant it in the soil.
Well, we'd have to do it potted until, I don't know.
Hey.
How big do avocado trees get?
Hey.
Probably normal tree size.
Manners,
probably.
young lady. Hey. I'm watching you.
So I should not have thrown away that seed. Probably. I should try to grow an avocado tree. You never know. I would like to have an avocado tree and an orange tree. Maybe a peach tree.
You want 17 varieties of trees like that show.
Like The Biggest Little Farm. Have you guys seen that? You should watch it. It's very good. One of our followers recommended it to us, and we watched it, and Max loved it too. One of the shows we both really like. It's a true documentary of a couple that lived in a big city in a small apartment.
Excuse
and
me.
Basically had the dream
Can
of
you knock that
having
off?
a farm, and they went for it.
Please?
What? Don't talk. Why are you? She's protecting us. There's
Yeah, why don't
probably
you come
something-
inside for a little
I think
bit?
this one might be too. I don't think this one's ready.
Okay.
I mean, that's pretty hard.
Then leave it.
Is that going to be enough?
That should be enough for the two of us, yeah.
All right, well, I'm going to eat this one tomorrow.
Used to have a Chinese peach tree in the back of our family home. Was really good till my nephew took a peach and spiders came rushing out. Save the next one and try it. It's worth watching. And for science,
Okay.
blinded me with science. Da-da-da-da. It's
We'll do
poetry in motion. Bum, bum, bum. You blinded me with
right.
science.
I think we could do it, and we could actually start it
Bow down,
indoors.
bum. Huh?
We can start it indoors.
Yeah.
Because we can fit it under our grow lights and see how that works. And then we'll show you guys if it grows or fails.
I like it. For science.
And avocados.
And avocados.
Avocados can be expensive to buy in the store. So that would be super cool if we had our own avocado tree.
That would be super cool. We'd be the coolest kids on the block. All right, we're up to 350 degrees. Let's fry some tortillas, shall we? We'll see how this goes.
Water.
It's poetry in motion. All right, let's flip it over to the big cam here and see how she rolls. Stove cam. See, that's a good angle I got there today. All right, let's throw in a tester. And we're frying.
Look at that. Nice job. Oh man, makes me want to make beignets again.
Those are good.
I
Those are
know.
really good.
We're gonna make more.
Yes, we are.
We're gonna have to make more. How long do you fry those? I wouldn't think you'd
Till
have
they're crispy.
just.
Shouldn't take
Wait,
too
we
long.
need to get a. Oh, you got a plate out.
Yeah, I got a plate.
Ready.
I got a plate. You want to move that lid? Thanks, sweetie. All right, so we're frying it up in the name of science, right? Bong, bong, bong.
Ooh, look at this.
It's puffing up. You get a little color on there.
Looking good.
Beyond the sea, corn tortillas are waiting for me. Starting to get a little color on the edge there. So what kind of sauce you guys using? We were going to show you that coming up here in just a moment. I'm going to get the sauce going. After we always do a tester when we fry, right? To kind of see where we're going. Oh, look at that.
It's looking good.
Look at that. What's this? What's this? Tortillas everywhere. What's this? What's this? Making chips, boom, beware.
That's probably good, don't you think?
Yeah,
We
we'll
don't
try
want
it.
them like brown, you know. Just a little bit. Try it.
That looks great.
Does look good.
Here, take it over here. Throw it up on the big screen.
You guys ever made your own tortilla
Nope.
chips? Right here?
Yep.
Right here?
There we go. Fried corn tortilla, making our own tortilla chips for our chilaquiles. Let that cool down and we'll try it. It's going to be hot. We got to salt them.
Oh, yeah. we
Nike
gotta
says,
salt it.
I approve. Excellent. All right, so let's get our sauce working here
Just a little
as
salt.
well. Just a little salt. Try her out. Homemade tortilla chips for our chilaquiles. Corn tortillas, a little fry. Go ahead, babe. Don't burn that kisser now. Oh, nice crunch. Did you hear that through the mic?
That's good.
Oh, I bit the inside of my cheek.
Don't do that. Why are you taking all of it? That's good.
All right, bam. We're off to a running start.
Okay, we are never buying tortilla chips again.
Great. Good news for me. I'm going to be frying tortillas for the rest of my fucking
No
life.
Tostitos. These are way better.
They are really good. All right, so let's get our sauce going here. Super simple. That's what we made our chicken broth for, okay? You can bake them also. Yes, you can. All right, so we need, right here, we got a cup of chicken broth.
Can we cut these up?
Huh?
Can we cut these up?
Well, I have a whole bunch over here.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, we have that many more?
Yes.
That's a lot.
Baking them is a cool texture also. We've done similar things on the grill, of course. All right, so we got that in there. And then for the rest of our sauce here, we're using this fire-roasted salsa, which came from Montana. We're always trying new ingredients.
She sends us cool things to try. And actually, where's this one from?
From?
Yeah, where's it from? It's obviously, your mom didn't make it, so.
Well, California.
Huh?
Pacific Coast producers. No GMO, no preservatives, gluten-free. Like, so stupid when they put gluten-free on stuff that obviously has no bread products in it. All right, we're going to add that
To the broth?
to the broth. All right. Jen, you want to stick your hand in there and mix that up for me, please?
No.
Then what should we do?
Oh, no.
Well, that's right. It's time. What I used to love doing is getting tortilla, putting it in a cake tin, make a basket, tell crispy, and then putting chili con carne in the middle and guac on the outside. Snap bits off and dip. That sounds delightful.
Ooh.
All right, let's get our favorite spoon in the whole wide world. It's time for Spoonie McSpoonerson. Hey, Jen!
Get out of the way. Go spoon something.
She's not very nice today. I know, sometimes she has her moments, Spoonie. Let's get
Such a
Spoonie
weirdo.
McSpoonerson, the coolest spoon in the whole wide world, and mix up that chicken broth with this fire-roasted salsa. Get that in there. I got the heat started. We're going to go ahead and get that to a simmer,
This is ready.
and it is ready. Go ahead and drop a few in there, babe.
How many? However many I want.
Probably about 4 or 5. There we go. All right.
Look at that one puffing up already.
Yep.
Can you guys see that?
We got to check the
You switch it?
temperature. Yeah, they can see it. It's in the corner.
Looks good.
We can flip that over. That's right, Bagel. Poor Spoonie getting no Jen love today. Let's flip that over to the big screen there. There we can see the tortillas frying up nicely. Let's get a temp on this as well. Doing good. So We dropped those in. It dropped the temperature down on that, down to about 325. Anytime you add anything to a fry oil, guess what? Even if it's room temperature, I've said it once, I'll say it again, it's going to drop the temperature of the oil down. So that's why it's super important not to overload your dish with what you're frying. Because it can act as a sponge then, and all of a sudden, you don't have nice crispy chips, you have horribly soggy chips.
I think these are going to be perfect. They're already getting crisp. I think they're done. Look at that. Can I pull them out already?
Yeah, go ahead.
They look, you know, they just got a little bit of brown. Don't want them to be in there too long, right?
Morning, Link. How we doing?
Hi, Link.
We're making smoked apples. We are making chilaquiles, and we're frying our own tortilla chips up here. Those look perfect. Nice. I'm going to drop some more while you got those
I
going.
want to salt them while
Do
they're
it.
hot.
Do it.
I might just end up eating these before.
They'll never make it to the actual dish. I've got 5 more in there.
Okay, I'm going to try not to, but these look so good.
So Kansas City, Jen might know Grinders. There's, I'd say, is a dive bar kind of, but they make great pizza, and you can get chili bomb in it. We would get a large cheese pizza, and then they will put chili, tots, onions, cheese in the center. They also make a mean cheesesteak. That sounds like my kind of place. That sounds like my kind of place right there. You better watch your chips here.
I am.
You're the fry queen today.
But you put them in there, so you're supposed to watch them.
You are the fry queen today.
All right.
So we've got avocado, we got tomato, we've got some chives and cilantro that we're going to use for garnish. Also, those chips are phenomenal. Fresh chips, man. Fresh chips. I just put a lid on our sauce pot over here to get the heat up on that a little quicker. Also, whenever you're using a tomato product, as I'm sure you well know, when we add heat to that, when we add heat to it, it can bubble and then it can splutter all over the place.
Splitter splatter.
Splitter splutter.
That's not a word.
It is now.
No, it's not.
Of course, we've got our smoked apples out on the Traeger out there rocking and rolling, so it is all coming together, kids.
And I am getting hungry. Are you?
I am. I'm getting very hungry. I cannot wait to watch the Chiefs game with some chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. These are getting good. Getting good.
I feel like I'm going to have to add some more oil. Not right this second, but
I don't know.
maybe not. Macro Mark, how we doing? What is a chilaquile? That's a new one to me. So essentially, it's a play on a tostada. We're making our own tortilla chips for this. It's topped with a lovely roasted fire salsa sauce that is mixed with chicken broth. And you essentially will coat the chips with that. And then, oh, shit.
What?
I forgot.
Oh, you forgot the chorizo.
It's all right. We're going to add chorizo to ours. It's going to have eggs. Laffy, still here.
You don't have to do chorizo if you don't want to. We could save it for something else if you'd rather. Whatever.
Yeah, we can save it. That's fine.
It doesn't matter. There's always options.
But we are going to have to do some eggs at the end here. We can't forget that.
Oh, well, yeah.
And then it's topped with a fried egg as well. Laffy, are you holding strong, buddy? What are you up to? Nike says, you're not doing it right if you don't have small bits of tomato product all out on your stove. I always forget something. I know, I was all excited because I brought chorizo, but we can use that tomorrow for something.
Okay.
We're just one step. We didn't forget, Link. We're just one step ahead for tomorrow now.
Look at these. Do you want to taste
Oh,
them?
you're playing the Old Republic. Nice. That's a great game. Yes, Nike. You actually were speaking my mind there. Breakfast burritos with chorizo. All right. Well, Jen is frying up chips. I'm going to go outside here. Let's head outside into the Ozark Mountain air. Luna's over here pouting because she got in trouble. You want to come out with Daddy? You can come out. She's pouting. All right.
She can stay with me.
Cammy's sitting. Oh, did I scare you? What are you doing there, Floof? All right. Our caramel sauce is actually coming together, which I didn't know if it would or not. Super hot. Super delicious. Those are about ready. Those are about ready. I'm going to go ahead and take the temperature down on this just to keep them warm, down to 165. Let's add some super smoke. Those are going to be really delicious. You can add a scoop of vanilla ice cream to them, but those are pretty much good to go. What are you doing there, Floofy girl? Come on. Apples are looking fantastic. They are pretty much done.
Ooh. I have to switch the camera.
I'm going to. That's a classic. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, man. Yeah, we are going to be set up well for the game. Look, those chips look phenomenal. Let's go ahead and throw it up on the big screen. Look at that. Absolutely awesome.
Homemade chips.
Homemade chippies, nice and crispy.
I gotta flip these over here.
Uh-oh, Link says, right now I'm worried about what my dad is planning for tomorrow. They want to do a birthday dinner for me, and I have no idea what to tell him besides chicken. Got any tips to keep the guac fresh? Yeah, actually, Bagel, we were talking earlier in the show how guacamole turns so quick. All you got to do to keep your guac fresh is add a squeeze of citrus to it. If you just, squeeze lemon or lime, and it'll stay nice and green for the next day, and it will not look like the proverbial baby diarrhea that it turns into.
I did not
Montana with, huh?
I did not squeeze the lime on this.
It's all right.
Lemon on this one, me too.
Use the wedge. Use the wedge.
Okay.
It's much easier with squeezy. Frankie Ann giving Link the birthday loves.
Glad you're still here, Frankie Ann. Birthday dinner sounds really good, Link. You get to choose where to go.
Well, his dad will be making it.
Dad's making it. That's awesome. That's even more special. I don't even think they need much color. It's just kind of getting them crispy.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
But I had,
Did you turn the heat down on this?
No, I didn't touch the temperature.
Perfect. Perfect. I turned the apple temperature just all the way down to keep them warm. They're ready to go.
Okay.
So that'll be awesome.
Okay.
It's like dealing tortilla cards here.
Yeah, should get another towel.
Finish those
Another
up.
layer here.
There we go.
Guys, so
Frying them up.
awesome.
Frying them up. Chef Peanut, how we doing?
Hello.
Aloha. Chilaquiles reminds me of when I had to make them from at Scratch Kitchen in Meadery. I had to use the wok for orders 4 or more. I bet was a huge part of everyday brunch.
Oh.
Link says also, yeah, Dad messaged me and asked if there was anything I wanted, but I'm not really a B-day kind of guy, so I just told him whatever, and we came to chicken. Well, there you go. You came to something. I'm sure it'll be delicious. I know your dad has the cooking skills to pay the bills. All right, we've got our sauce going here. So I'm gonna go ahead, remove the lid so that can reduce down. So we got chicken broth and then a beautiful tomatillo salsa. Aloha, many mahalos to you, Chef Peanut. Thanks for dropping by and spending some time with us today. We've also got smoked apples out on the smoker that we filled with a beautiful granola sugar mixture that we're going to be pulling off momentarily as well.
That smells
It says, well, he's got the welding skills to pay the bills. Well, hey, skill's a skill, right? You can't go wrong with barbecue chicken. I'm thinking of ordering Smokehouse or Jack Stacks for mine.
Ooh.
Nice. We went to the Jack Stacks. Or was that Arthur Bryant's?
Well, the last one we went
Whoa.
to was...
Arthur.
Yeah.
No.
No, we went to...
Jack Stacks.
No, it wasn't Gates. We went to
Gates when we were up in Kansas City here a month or so ago. We went to Gates. That's right.
For the
So much good barbecue in KC.
Yeah.
I was more thinking chicken because of his gout. Oh, there you go. They're all good to me. I don't have a fave. Gates is great for burnt ends. And Laffy is good.
There, and it was
Look at that, Laffy.
He picked the best meal.
Where'd you get a cowboy emote like that?
What are you doing, Laffy?
I am super jealous of that emote.
These are done.
All right.
Them out.
Let's go ahead and give that a stir.
I can't believe
Holy,
I haven't
it's
eaten all these.
animated. Look at that.
Dancing.
That is one aggressive emote. I love it.
Chef Peanut says, those smoked apples, I like the dessert, but for me I would go the savory route and fill it with Gouda and toasted pecans. That's a good idea too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get a few eggs out here, huh?
Yes. Need to salt these. Look how I'm not even eating them ahead of time. I'm holding back.
Nike says he must have gotten level 50 in Star Wars. Time for rum. It's time to drink some beer, says Laffy. Ain't no pirate, vodka, beer, or aqua vet.
There we go.
Beautiful, dear. Well done.
These look good.
Well done. How many eggs do we want? 3? 4?
Let's do 4.
Okay.
2 apiece, maybe, unless you want more.
No, that sounds great.
3. I don't want more than 2, though.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
You probably would eat 3, wouldn't you?
Let's do it.
Okay. We're gonna do it.
All right. Let's get it. Well, I'm going to have to...
Let me do something with this. Turn it down. Or is it okay?
Nike says, I'm not a drinker, but cheers, Laffy. I can take this and set it outside. The oil pan.
Oh, sure.
You want to get the door for me?
Sure.
And then we can get a new pan on that burner and
Yeah.
do some eggs in it.
Do you want a hot pad to set on it? Or you could just put on that mitt?
It'll be fine right on the metal there. It's not going to do anything.
Okay.
What?
Oh, okay.
It's metal. It's a fire pit.
Yeah.
All right.
Go outside? No?
Here we go. Rock and roll. If you're just joining us, you've came at the perfect time. We're going to get some eggs fried up. We are finishing up our chilaquiles. Oh. We need some more pans.
Yeah.
We'll be doing one egg at a time. That's all right. We can do them to order, right? Chef Peanut knows that life. Do them to order. I like my eggs to have the runny middle. Jen does not.
Not me.
So let's get a little olive oil in that pan. Just a little drizzle. There we go. You're pretty good at doing the eggs, babe. You want to do your egg? Is it late? Flickering? All right.
I don't care if you want me to. I'm up to you.
Nike says, I see. The first thing I always get when I join the stream is, are you drunk, Laffy? I don't get high or welcome. I didn't say that today, Laffy. Now you're being over dramatic. Seems similar to Huevos Rancheros minus beans, I guess. Very similar. We've talked about this before, too, how it's kind of like Taco Bell, right? They have like a bazillion things on the menu, but they're all the same ingredients, just stacked in a different order. Look on, brother. Look on. Look on.
I was just thinking, if you want to use that bigger skillet, I can just pour that into.
Don't worry about it.
That'll, okay.
Let's just rock and roll this. Shall we?
Sure.
All right.
You want more?
Laffy says, but give me some time. What's up?
Nothing.
You just were going to say
I was just
something.
wondering if you wanted me to do it because you said something about me doing it.
Here.
No, thank you. Do not throw the egg at me. Now you have to do it. You
No, I
can break
don't.
an egg in your hand.
I didn't break it. It just touched my ring. Here. Come on, otherwise I'm going to throw it.
Don't throw it.
Here she goes. I just put olive oil in there.
I know that. I see it. But
You want more? You want
yeah,
more?
Because I think it's going to work better.
Let's go, Laffy. I might have to have a beer or 16 for the Chiefs game today.
Could fit 2 in here probably. If you want yours.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Everyone loves when Jen's in the kitchen with me.
It's not going to be pretty if I put 2 in there. Never mind.
Okay.
See?
Yeah. All right. I'm going to grab Spoonie here. Make sure we're reducing down our sauce here. Whoa.
To put a little salt.
Little salt. You want a little pepper?
Yeah.
Sauce is coming along nicely.
Always panicking about eggs. Well, you know,
When you've been conditioned.
when you've been conditioned to have egg mess, yes.
All right, and I've got our chives and cilantro here, which I'm just gonna go ahead and rough chop up real quick here, get those rocking and rolling for our garnish. Beautiful, beautiful. Gotta have a little garnish, right? We got everything coming together.
You want yours like this, right? Just runny.
Go ahead and do yours first, babe.
What?
Well, it doesn't matter, I guess.
Do yours first, because it'll be prettier for picture than what mine will look like. Okay?
Yep. Beautiful fresh greens harvested from our garden. Going ahead, getting those all diced up nice and evenly there. Rough chop, releasing those aromatics, right? Absolutely beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Hey! Laffy says, hey! The Norwegian, where's the flag? Where is it? Laffy, it's looking through your window. Have you looked out your window, Laffy? There's a guy there holding the flag.
Right?
Jen can't get it. She's on egg duty.
Hey, are we going to do one big platter, or are you going to do 2 like separate plates?
Whatever. We can do one platter and share. Where's our fiesta platter?
It is
It's
up
right
there at the top, if you want that one. You want to do that one? That's fine. Just be very careful. Yeah, take all those down first.
Here we go, sweetie. That will look marvelous. Yeah, she says, you know what? Screw it. Jen, your mic is out.
How's that? I just changed the batteries.
You probably bumped the button. Screw what, Yashi? Yashi? You probably just bumped your button, sweetie. No. Did the receiver go out? Talk.
Oh, am I on? On? Hello? Hello? Testing, testing.
Yeah, you're just, there you go. You're just really quiet.
Who said they can't hear me?
There we go. Yashi got to his 3,000 points.
Ooh, Yashi.
We can do
Laffy
that.
says my mic is out. I don't believe you. It's working.
Yeshi is guiding the raid for today. We will be going in on a raid as typical, so we got you, Yeshi. As long as they're still alive when we go off the air, but we're getting close here. We're getting close.
I didn't flip it because I didn't want it to.
That's
come
fine, dear.
top
You
for
are
the-
fine. You are fine. You are fine.
Yeah, no, it's bubbly. Getting a little bubbly.
It's all right.
This is yours, anyway.
Not they, actually. No worries, Yeshi.
This is a bit hot. Needed a temperature down.
Fluffy egg.
Yeah, because it was. Now I have to turn it way down.
You're fine. It's okay.
Stop it.
It's fine.
Stop it. See, one egg take way too long for doing 5. That's why I want a bigger pan.
Well, I'm sorry. That's not how we're rolling it.
Well, this is not, then everything's gonna get cold. Just saying.
It'll be fine.
Okay, then I'm gonna turn the oven on to keep them warm.
That's fine too. All right, I'm gonna go outside here and grab our smoked apples. Sound like a plan, dear? Okay, I'll respond to myself.
It's fine. Whatever you want to do. I have to get the eggs.
Don't get ornery.
I don't care.
Don't get ornery on egg duty now. All right, here we go. Let's go. Oh my God.
I can't. I gotta get through here.
Here we go. What are you doing there, Camsicle? Let's go ahead, take our eggs. Now I got freaking eggs on the mind. Go ahead, turn that off. Let's get our apples here. Bring these bad boys inside. They are looking good. They are looking real good. Here we go, babe. Apples just as sweet as you.
Ooh, look at those.
Yeah, there we go. There is our smoked apples right there, filled with delicious cinnamon, sugar, granola, dried fruits. I am, Blink. I am indeed. So I will go ahead and take these. Looking good, says Bagel. Looking good. Watch your head. Watch your head. Skin looking like pork. Hot. Very, very, very hot.
You want some tongs to pick those up?
That one's stuck a little bit with the caramel. Not tongs. They'll squeeze. I need one of these. We'll show you. Shayna says, I want to see the inside. We'll cut it open. We'll cut it open. Now, the one thing I will say here is we left them out there maybe a little too long because this is supposed to be the caramel sauce. It did evaporate, so we lost our caramel sauce on there. So I'm gonna get that into the sink and get some water on it. So cleanup should be a little bit easier. So we'll get that soak in there. But I did plan for this eventuality here. Bagel says, you mean to tell me that things that came out of the barbecue were hot? Who would have thunk it? All right, so because we got going on other things here, caramel sauce got a little over evaporated here, but that's all right. I just happen to have a little extra caramel right here. This is what I use when Jen gets cranky. I come over and I'm like, open your mouth.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden she's sweet again.
Yeah.
But if I would have pulled it off earlier, we would have had our own caramel sauce there. Let's go ahead. Do a lovely drizzle on the plate there for a picture. Bam! Lake says, wait, you cooked those apples? I thought you sucked their souls out as well. That'd be like apples by Danzig. Look it, babe.
They smell good.
Look it.
And they smell really
Look, babe.
good. Yeah,
Look what
good
I made
job.
for you.
It looks
Look what I made for you. Look what I made for you. All right. let's get a quick picture here. Work the angles. Work the angles.
That looks really good and smells really good.
That's why I call these Gen apples.
What?
Frankie Ann says, I always cheat and use Fritos. Yeah. Because they look good and smell good. That's why I call them Gen apples.
Cheat and use Fritos. Fritos? For what? Talking about for the chilaquiles
Instead of the chips, yeah. Japples. That doesn't sound right for some reason, says Link. Gen apples. That's because it's not japples, it's jepples. Just rolls off the tongue. Would you like a jepple? Hey there, sweetie, would you like a jepple? You want to try this before you start the next one? Because they're looking, they want to see the inside too.
Yeah, yeah, we can taste it. That's fine. I just want to get one more going here. We've got, 3 more. Maybe I'll put 2 in. I'll put mine together.
It's all right, sweetie.
Oh, uh-oh. I broke the yolk. That one's definitely mine then.
You're good. Don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, baby girl.
I need another one in the pan.
Another egg?
Might as well.
You're so welcome. Nike says, good luck to your boys today. We are looking forward to it. Kickoff is coming down in just a few minutes. So,
Or like now, maybe. Pretty quick.
2 minutes? Maybe it already started?
Yeah, I think so.
Yes, Frankie Ann, absolutely. Ice cream or whipped cream on those? Absolutely.
Good idea. We have whipped cream.
Yes, we do.
We don't have ice cream right now. We do not.
Nike says, yes, it's already started, but food is more important.
Shoot.
All right, Shayna, you got ready to see the inside here? I'm going to cut one of these bad boys open. Flip it up on the big screen. Here we go. Oh, yeah, that's nice.
Ooh.
Crispy.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Good. Ooh, you can see the sauce on the inside. Like
Yeah, the caramel.
It caramelized.
It
on
caramelized
the inside.
beautifully on the inside there. Look at that. I can actually zoom that in.
Yeah, you should, definitely.
Let's zoom in the boom, boom, boom. Nike says, those apples look amazing, Max. Thank you, sir. Bearbud says, I'm just as confused. Looks great. Don't worry. We'll guide you through it there. Thanks for dropping in, Bearbuds. How are you doing?
How are you? What's going on? How did you find us here?
Bearbuds
Way
found
better
us from
than that.
Twitter.
Oh, nice.
So right there, you can see the beautiful apples, caramelized with granola, cinnamon, sugar. Scooped out, bam, served with ice cream, served with whipped cream. That's what we do here, Bearbuds. That's what we do.
All right, there's mine.
All right, so there we go. That is smoked apples right there. Beautiful smoked apples with caramel. Would you care for a taste there, sweetie?
Definitely want to taste this. So excited. Ooh, I don't even know which part to. So we gotta try one of these that are like right there.
Here, let me get a picture of the inside real quick, too.
Looks really good. It's like a sweet, kind of like a breakfasty kind of thing. Goes nice with this, don't you think? Excited. All right, as long as these eggs will cooperate.
All right, there we go. There we go. We're rocking. We're rolling.
Those are
Here we go. Those look great, babe. Absolutely fantastic.
Why, thank you.
You are so welcome. So we're just about ready here to put our Oh, you read my mind. I was just going to stir that. We'll probably take the heat off that now. Think that's reduced enough? I do.
Okay.
And it'll thicken up now that we remove the heat. All right, our sauce is ready, right? Sauce is ready. We've got our eggs just about finished up. We've got tomato, we got avocado, we got chives and cilantro. Go ahead, take a bite, sweetie.
Okay. Where's my fork? I set my fork down over here too.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. Do you like your eggs over easy? I prefer mine over medium or over easy. Depends on where I'm at. But yeah, I like a runny yolk. Jen does not.
No, I prefer mine a little bit more salt.
Like a rock. Poached for the win, says Buff Bagel.
Mmm.
Good?
Mm-hmm.
Good, good?
Oh my gosh. Tastes smoky.
Nagy says, I like the egg gravy.
Oh my gosh. That smoke flavor from the Traeger's really good. It's got really good texture. It's crunchy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I will be making
Great.
these. And I'm not a big like apple pie person or anything, but these are freaking money.
Way better than apple pie.
Holy smokes.
Mmm. Mmm.
Link says, I like my sponges
Yum.
scrambled.
I like this crumble with the granola.
Oh,
Mmm. Texture's perfect.
ding. That turned out fantastic. And there's just that little bit of that smoke flavor on there.
Mm-hmm. And it's sweet, but it's not like overly sweet. Do you think?
It's not overly sweet. No, I can handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
I feel like it's...
Laffy says, I like my beer like I like my Mac. Super good and sexy. It's begun.
Oh, I better check this. There we go. This one's done.
And really tall. Well played, Link.
One more.
Nice. You're the best.
All right, last
There's one more egg.
I know.
That is super good. Shayna, now you know what to do with your apples. Chef Peanut is lurking. He's working. Chef Peanut works at a restaurant in Hawaii. He's got lunch service going on right now.
Should do a shout
But-
out for Chef Peanut.
Yeah, I can do that. But he suggested a more savory option with Gouda, and what else did he say?
I thought he said, did he say pecans?
Yeah.
Which would be good. I like to add salt and pepper while the
If you
eggs
guys
are
haven't,
cooking here.
right there, check out Chef Peanut. Cooks in Hawaii. Super awesome energy, super good guy, super friend of ours. He's lurking, helping us out right now, but he's doing lunch service. But Max Pack, I'm telling you, go give Chef Peanut a follow, show him some love. He's super cool dude, super chill. If you like the Max Pack vibe, you're gonna dig it with Chef Peanut as well.
I agree. Okay, I'm trying to cook this one up fast.
Even got the endorsement from Jen, and Jen hates everybody.
Oh, that is so untrue. Stop it.
Shayna says, no weird cheese for me. I'm a cheddar Swiss American girl. Well, Gouda is just a form of Swiss, Shayna. If you like Swiss, you'll like Gouda. It's not weird at all. It's like Swiss, but with a little bit more flavor.
But I like all those kind of cheeses. And Swiss is one of my favorites. I like Havarti.
Link says, you gotta like Gouda. Gouda's where it's at. Bagel says, American cheese is rubber. And rubbish. It's very good. I'm very tickled with how that turned out.
Yeah, the texture of the apple is just right. It's not mushy. It's just got a nice...
Not creamy, but I mean, it's just
like soft,
it's good.
but not
It's really
overly
good.
soft. It's just softened enough. Perfect timing on the Traeger.
Yeah, it turned out amazing. I'm really, really tickled with that. All right, we've got our sauce reduced here. Our eggs are done. It's time to assemble chilaquiles. We've got our chips we've made. Artsy Panda! How we doing, Artsy? It's good to see ya.
We can assemble. Hi, Panda.
Shayna said, I had Gruyère's in fondue. That's food. Yeah, absolutely.
Gruyere is really good, too. That's
Yes.
one of my favorites. I
We've
would
got-
say that's one of my top two.
Oh,
Gruyere
absolutely.
and Havarti.
All right, I'm going to move this over to the side. Well, you can have more. Don't worry. My little sugar bear.
It's semi-healthy. It's got apples in it.
Uh-oh, Artsy Panda says, I've got the high buzz. Artsy Panda changes Link's consonant every time. Lunk! Not lunk or lank. We're working our way through all the vowels. The only thing that may improve that is more bacon. Yeah, and we actually talked about that.
Yeah.
You could add a little bacon for that savory to those apples, no problem as well.
Mm-hmm.
It does make a quick grilled cheese. There is no doubt about that. All right, are we ready to assemble?
Yes, we're ready.
That means the Traeger is done and we've got our festive Mexican plate here. Yes, I know, Traeger, be quiet. All right, let's go ahead and put it together now. So we got to toss our chips in the sauce, all right? That's why we didn't.
Toss it?
Yep, just real quickly. So we're going to take our chip.
Don't want 'em soggy.
They won't be. It's going to be real quick. It's going to be real quick. So
I love those chips.
we can always make you more chips.
Eat one of them before.
No!
What? Just
No!
let me have one.
Okay.
Mmm.
Nike says, oh yeah, time for the money shot.
Homemade tortilla chips are very good.
Right now, I imagine Laffy like 6 beers in, playing Star Wars right now, and he's like, I'm not a Jedi, you're a Jedi. All right, so we have our sauce that's been reduced down here. Very simple, roasted salsa, right? And chicken stock that we've just been simmering away to reduce it down, get it nice and thick. And we've got our homemade tortilla chips that we are just
Do
gonna.
all of them? Okay.
It'll be fine.
It'll be great.
OCD Jen.
Oh, I just love those chips so much.
There's a whole. I can make you more chips.
I know. You can. Just do it.
Here,
all.
take
Just
these.
Do it all. Just do it all.
Just. I swear to God, woman.
I got you.
Sweetie, that's too much in the pan.
Oh.
I got to be able to turn them and not break them.
Okay. I better turn this off. Okay.
All right.
Yum.
There we go. Chilaquiles, right? Tossing our chips. Link says, I've gotten real picky with my cheeses. You're becoming a cheese snob. You're getting all snooty. You're not this Jedu. I'm not this what looking for.
What?
Drunk Laffy playing Star Wars.
Oh,
It's done by Link. I enacted his message in IRL. All right, tossing the chips in our sauce. There we go, chilaquiles. Let's go ahead and get these on the plate. Oh, look at that, babe. Still nice and crispy, now just with more flavor. Festive, kids. Festive AF. Artsy Panda says, that looks real good. Artsy, you have to see the apples we made. We also made smoked apples. And now we can go ahead and take some of that sauce,
I got
too.
the eggs here for you when you're ready.
All right, there we go. Beautiful. I got a little extra sauce there. We can use that to dip. Watch your side. There we go. Egg it up. Egg it up. Or we
Can
get
you put them on?
well, whenever we want. It really doesn't matter. There you go, sweetie. Nike
these
says,
on there?
"Oh my Lanta."
Not 3, right?
Yeah.
Just placing.
Then we'll divvy it up, and you can have your eggs. You know what I'm saying?
These are all like yours. Those are all yours. These ones are mine. Those 2. Okay. What that? Is that good?
Yep. No, like Cammy in here
Did I
real
break
quick.
the yolk?
You're okay. Come on, sweetie. Let's go.
Didn't.
Come on.
All right, for the picture. All right, there we go. Can you guys see that?
Yes, they can. Link has redeemed. Tell my future.
Oh boy.
Sweetie Bear, you get the hat. You can just leave those right there. Then we're going to just go ahead and garnish up here with some fresh tomatoes, right? Some fresh maters.
Avocados. Link, what's your question?
Nike says, I am on my way over.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I need
You're
the
not too
future
far.
hat.
Yes. You're not too far. Maybe we'll meet up someday.
You never know.
We head up to Kansas City fairly often, so.
Link says, will my B-Day dinner be as good as this food looks?
Oh. Are you
Nike
ready?
says, I would pay for that. Seriously. Well, that is awfully nice of you to say. All right. Is the ball?
Everybody's wondering what you're doing now. See?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's on, if it's ready or no.
That's some beer drinking food. Yes, it is, especially for beer for breakfast, right? Go
we
ahead,
check
check it
that?
out real quick while we're
Oh,
garnishing
it
up.
is. It's good.
Okay. So I have donned the magical, mystical Montana Max hat, and we are going to look into the all-knowing, all-seeing crystal ball to tell my future. That's right.
Okay.
Link has asked, will my B-Day dinner be as good as this food looks? Let us ask the all-knowing, all-seeing crystal ball, shall we? Oh, Montana Max, all-knowing, all-seeing crystal ball, Link beckons of you. Will my B-Day dinner be as good as this food looks?
It is a certainty.
It is a certainty. You are in for an excellent B-Day dinner, Link. The ball has spoken. Yes, she says, wow, that looks yummy. Yummy indeed. Link says, woo! All right. And now we can go ahead with our cilantro.
Oh, you saving these for me?
Yes.
Oh.
Our cilantro and chives, right? And we'll go ahead just around the plate. And let's throw it up on the big screen, shall we? There we go. Beautiful eggs right there with our homemade chips. It looks like my dad has a lot to stand up to. Oh, I'm sure you will be in good hands.
I'm hungry now.
Fresh tomatoes, our reduced sauce over our fresh tortilla chips with, of course, beautiful avocados, fresh cut tomatoes. We got our eggs rocking there, topped with cilantro. So good. So good. Let's get a picture, shall we?
You should get a picture for sure. Let me get this out of the way. You got it?
Got it. I got it.
I love that plate. It's so colorful. See, I did all of yours over easy.
It's because you're amazing.
No.
And I love you.
Aw.
Just the way you are. All right. There we go. There we go. We're ready to rock and roll.
Ooh, gotta taste it now. Better taste it.
Let's do it.
Buddy.
Let's do it. Well, I don't want to break the...
buffet.
I don't want to... Awesome. We will check that out here as we watch the game.
Very cool.
It's a
Nike.
pleasure to meet you today as well. Oh,
This one.
awesome. I don't want to break the eggs open because I know you
It's
don't
gonna
like
be
the
our-
runniness.
Well, you can have it. I can have a new plate. We just, I guess we have to share the chips.
Yes, we do. Or make some more chips, which you can do anyways. Gen attack?
This is great.
All right. Yeshi, are you hanging out here, man? It's time to guide that raid, buddy. You got to remind me of the link. Laffy has enabled emote only mode. That means it's time for a gen attack.
No,
Don't hold
Laffy.
back.
No.
It's time for a gen attack. Gen attack for sure. And we're spamming Gen like we've never spammed before.
Oh my
Because it's a Gen
God.
attack. Shayna's even in on it.
Oh,
Awesome.
no.
Gen attack, that's more. Because we're spamming
God.
Gen like we've never spammed before.
No, stop.
Look, she's turning red. She's turning red. Look at her.
Okay, I get it. Laffy, stop. Stop it. Oh my God.
All
You
right.
guys are awesome.
Yeshi. I know
Very
you're here,
funny.
Yeshi.
Very funny. I hate having my face all over.
Go on, my children.
No,
Keep
no, no,
going.
no.
Keep
Stop.
going. Yes,
No.
yes.
No. Oh my gosh. If I knew how to make emotes, I would get back at you. I would make you guys each an individual emote of your face and spam it myself.
You should be flattered because it's a Gen attack. Gen attack once more. And we're
God.
spamming Gen like we've never spammed before.
Is it over?
Yes, you've made it.
Is it over?
All right,
Okay.
Yeshi. Give me that link so we can guide this raid here, all right? You redeemed it? Help me out here.
Oh, Shayna, you're sweet. You guys.
The queen. All right. Now I can.
Love you guys. Oh, this cool boy named Bogdan? That's who he's choosing, I guess.
Yep.
Okay, what does Bogdan do?
Yeah, give us some insight.
Let us know what kind of channel this is. Is he a Russian friend?
He's
Is
a
this-
music. He's in music.
Is it English?
Doesn't matter. He's doing music stuff. He's got headphones on.
Okay. Do we have a raid copy paste?
It's just max pack attack with
Or
whatever.
do we do gens?
There we go. Link got it.
Max pack attack, just like that.
There you go. Link has got it under control. Bam, kids. So we'll go
It'll
in.
be fun. This is a new one.
It's all about the international love here. He's a good guy who reacts to heavy music, living in Canada, feeling good.
Great.
Well, that sounds great to us.
Sounds good, Yeshi. Thank you for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't already, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Throw us a follow here if you're just hanging out or whatever. We really appreciate it. And join our awesome community. We thank you so much for spending time with us. It's time for us to eat and root for our beloved Kansas City Chiefs.
That's right.
And we will be back tomorrow with our game day smoke down. Right, babe?
Yes.
Yes.
Make a command for that. Okay.
We will.
We have to, yes, we need to do that. Our tech guy is at college right now. He does.
I know
all
how to
this
make
for us.
commands.
He does.
Jesus.
No, I don't. I think she was telling me to do it though. I don't know how. But
You guys have a
Show
great
me.
day. Enjoy the game, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you, Nike. Pleasure to meet you.
Awesome.
Yeshi, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and click this, and then you
Are
can...
we on our way?
No, not yet.
Not yet?
Not
Almost.
yet. Everyone, let's get in on the raid. Go show our Canadian friend here, guided by Yeshi. Yes. Max Pack Attack. I'll be back, says Shayna. So jumping on the raid here, we'll cue it on over. Thank you so much for all the fun times today. We've had an absolute blast as always. And as always, as I say, for those about to cook,
We salute you.
we sure do. Have a good afternoon, everybody.